Good evening, everybody, and welcome. My name is Jeff Carpenter, and I'm chair of the Durham Environmental Advisory Committee. I would like to start by acknowledging that Durham Region is situated on the traditional and treaty territory of the Mississaugas of Scugog Island First Nation, the Mississauga peoples, and the treaty territory of the Chippewas of Georgina Island First Nation. It is on these ancestral and treaty lands that we teach, learn, and live. I would like to thank the Honorable Chair John Henry, Mayor John Grant of Brock Township, and Mayor Bobby Drew of Scugog for joining us, and also Councillors Robert Bach, Deborah Kiesebrink, and Deirdre Newman for joining us this evening as well. The DEAC Awards were established to bring awareness to the important work being done in Durham communities to protect, preserve, and enhance the natural environment, and to recognize the individuals, groups, and organizations carrying out that work. This year marks the 17th DEAC Environmental Achievement Awards. We would like to thank you for supporting the awards program by submitting nominations and letters of support and coming out tonight to recognize and award nominees and recipients. We wish that we could be celebrating these achievements in person, but we're very appreciative for all of you that were able to join us virtually today. If anybody has questions during the presentation, please put them in the chat box and we will monitor those and address them at the end of the award ceremony. I would like now to hand it over to Chair John Henry for his keynote address.
Well, good evening, everyone, and I'm very happy to be here tonight to bring greetings on behalf of the region of Durham, but I'm also honored to be part of the first ever Virtual Environmental Achievement Awards reception. As a past member of DEAC, I want to recognize the great work that your committee does for the region. Tonight, I'd like to thank the DEAC Awards Subcommittee who have made this event possible through their hard work and dedication. Gwen Layton, Chair of the Awards Subcommittee, Keiko Louie, Brian Shipp, and Richard Dickinson. I also want to thank Roger, who is the IT behind this and the organizer for tonight's meeting. I want to thank you for your tireless efforts in organizing this event. I would also like to thank the nominators who took the time to highlight the fantastic groups and individuals that have contributed to a cleaner and greener Durham. And while the Environmental Achievement Awards took a 2-year hiatus, I'm pleased to see how we have adapted and continue to move forward in 2021. Virtual events such as this highlight our innate ability to adapt and overcome obstacles, even through the most challenging time in the Durham's history. And as we know, it's been a difficult 18 months for all of us in the region. But even in the face of COVID-19, our residents and businesses keep moving forward. There is no better example of this than the vital environmental efforts that have continued within our community. It is truly inspirational to see the value that has been placed on environmental achievements here in Durham Region. Since the Environmental Achievement Awards program was established in 2003, it has been a priority to recognize environmental achievements of individuals and organizations in the public, private, and non-profit sectors within Durham Region. This year, it's wonderful to see the initiatives coming from a wide range of groups and people of all ages throughout Durham Region. Congratulations to all the nominees and winners tonight who have brought forward some remarkable work. Seeing all the amazing people and initiatives on display this evening assures me that the future of Durham Region is in very capable hands. I'd like to close by saying thank you. I want everyone here to know the region values the work you do in creating a safe and sustainable future. We believe the world needs more Durham, more of our ingenuity, more of our innovation, and forward thinking to tackle more of the challenges of the 21st century, the world and its economy. We need more people just like you. Thank you for all that you do, and I hope that you all enjoy the rest of this celebration. And Jeff, I want to say thank you to you for all the work you do as chair. I wish you all a wonderful and safe evening, and thank you for the opportunity to bring a few wordings and greetings on behalf of the region.
Thank you, Chair Henry, for taking the time to speak as part of this evening's program. My name is Gwen Layton, and I'd like to introduce myself as the chair of the DEAC Environmental Awards Subcommittee. Each year, we are blown away by the quality of the nominations, and this year was no exception. I would now like to introduce our nominees for the evening through a special video presentation that highlights the achievements of each individual or organization.
The Salewind Sustainability Project is an undertaking of the board, staff, and residents of the Salewinds Condominium Corporation. In 2018, the Salewinds board adopted a statement of guiding principles on environmental sustainability. This led to the establishment of the Salewinds Environmental Sustainability Committee, also known as the Green Team. The Salewinds have initiated the Smoke-Free Initiative in 2018, various webinars, the Footprint, a quarterly e-newsletter, Salewinds Recycling Guidelines, Salewinds and Yacht Club Facebook groups, a lighting audit in 2018, Support for Sustainable Landscape Plan. Our most recent addition are 2 electronic recycling bins, the first condominium in Whitby to have this amenity on site. The Salewinds Condominium Corporation looks forward to continuing to champion environmental sustainability with the help of management, the board, residents, and community partners.
As an organization that's been serving communities within Durham for over 130 years, Oshawa Power and Utilities Group is no stranger to the importance of partnerships in achieving important goals and amplifying the outcomes of major initiatives. Recently, through our unique joint venture with the ZooShare Cooperative and the Toronto Zoo, we have been able to bring to life Canada's first ever zoo-based biogas project. Through our emission collaboration between the Region of Durham, our neighboring utilities, and dealerships across Durham, we will bring more electric vehicles to our community than ever before. And by working with Durham Region Transit and the Atmospheric Fund, we're demonstrating local thought leadership through the development of a guide to inform municipalities across Canada on how to scale up to zero emission transit. As we look to the future, complex climate challenges will only be solved through strengthening partnerships. In collaboration with our shareholder, the City of Oshawa, we aim to grow our efforts across Durham and the GTHA to amplify our role in mitigating climate impacts. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Katie, and this is Kyla Jane Ritchie. She has been collecting batteries for Prince Albert Public School for almost 2 years and has been battery boss for 3 times and has collected well over 500 pounds of batteries for her school. We just want everyone to know that it is very important to keep the batteries out of the landfill, mainly because the heavy metals that can be leaked from these batteries can go into the earth and into our drinking water, and we don't want that. So Kyla has collected from all of Durham Region into Brock and Kawartha Lakes.
Beginning with a small group of enthusiasts in 1996, the Durham Mountain Biking Association has grown to over 1,000 members today. The mandate of the association has not changed, to be the voice of mountain biking in the Durham region. From the very beginning, the club has worked closely with land managers to rationalize, rebuild, and maintain environmentally sustainable trails, adhering to International Mountain Biking Association standards. Every year, our members volunteer hundreds of hours towards trail building, maintenance, and rehabilitation. The club conducts regular trail building clinics, always espousing the highest standards with respect to the environment and the deference shown to our fellow trail users. With the advent of COVID, the Durham Mountain Biking Association again worked with the region, municipality, and land managers, quickly realized that for social distancing to be practically possible, further measures would have to be put in place. We initiated and signed a one-way trail system protocol in both Durham Forest and Dagmar, traditionally 2 of the most popular mountain biking destinations in the region. We adjusted but maintained a one-way trail route throughout the winter fat bike season, where we continued to mechanically groom the trails as per agreement with the Durham Region, the ALS, RCA. The one-way trail system persists today. Adherence to social distancing by our members and others has been good to excellent. Users generally realize the value of having an available venue for exercise and relaxation.
Hello, my name is Christian Huggett. I'm the Vice President of Development for Podium Developments. The Ironwood Project is a 125 townhomes community with a 3-acre private park built partially within a floodplain. The project originally included 7 acres of land that would remain protected and planted to encourage regeneration. We work collaboratively with CLOCA and the City of Oshawa to design the amenity space and stormwater systems to build a low-impact development with passive recreational options for residents, encouraging respectful enjoyment of the ravine lands, views of seasonal salmon spawning, yoga clearing, a dog park, and some other recreational uses. At the end of the approvals process, 4 acres of land were donated to the city and permanent access granted by an easement for the continued restoration of the creek. The pinnacle of the restoration efforts on this site was the removal of a go-kart track and associated debris that crossed the Oshawa Creek from a previous land use, and the installation of rock weirs to improve fish habitat. Overall, this community succeeds in restoring the natural environment around the Oshawa Creek and incorporating features that work in concert with both nature and community residences. Thank you again, but we are very proud of it.
I'm submitting this nomination to the Durham Environmental Advisory Committee Eric Krause Innovation Award for forward-thinking and innovative efforts to enhance the environment. Over the last year, the municipality of Clarington has taken significant steps to address climate change by developing policy, acknowledging its leadership role in responding to climate change, and creating a comprehensive corporate plan to adapt to and mitigate climate change. In March 2020, Clarington Council declared a climate emergency and acknowledged the municipality's role in responding to climate change. As part of its emergency declaration, the municipality joined the Federation of Canadian Municipalities Partners for Climate Protection Program, committing to reducing its greenhouse gas emissions. In 2020, the municipality committed to switching its fleet vehicles to electric. The municipality began this switch this year by purchasing 3 electric vehicles for fleet and installing 5 electric vehicle charging stations for public use. In addition, the municipality partnered with Trent University to identify ways that the municipality can support the public adoption of electric vehicles. Clarington also created a corporate electric vehicle charge station policy to guide the design and use of corporate electric vehicle stations. This corporate EV policy was shared with all Durham area municipalities to help them create their own EV policies and plans. Clarington also created a comprehensive climate change risk assessment to clearly understand the impacts that climate change will have on the community. This risk assessment serves to highlight the impacts that climate change will have on the municipality and enabled informed decision-making by council and by other community organizations. Most significantly, in 2020, Clarington approved the Clarington Corporate Climate Action Plan. This plan was developed by over 40 staff and contains 115 actions that the municipality will take to respond to climate change. The Clarington Corporate Climate Action Plan establishes targets to reduce corporate greenhouse gas emissions by 35% by 2030 and to achieve net zero carbon emissions by 2050. Clarington Council has also created a permanent energy and climate change response coordinator position, which is dedicated to reducing greenhouse gas emissions and making Clarington a more resilient place to live. With this nomination, I would like to acknowledge the significant work that has been undertaken by the municipality of Clarington over the last year. Thank you for accepting my nomination.
Today is Sunday, April the 25th, 2021, and it's cool and cloudy in the Beaverton's Fairground Park. And I'm just showing you the osprey nest. She just landed. I don't know if you can hear her. Here we are at the beginning of the Blossom Trail, and you can see that the service berries are just about to bloom, and I expect by the end of this week, all these blossoms will be out. The Blossom Trail project was commenced in 2017. It began with a group of environmentally concerned citizens envisioning a blossom trail flanking the sides of a pathway in a public park. This has now become Beaverton Park's Blossom Trail. It began with an initial planting of 52 trees and 20 shrubs. In the fall of 2019, 1,500 spring bulbs were planted. During the summer of 2020, 350 native perennials were incorporated into the project to initiate the nationalization of this place. This year, 2021, more native specimen trees, shrubs, perennials, and bulbs will be planted, and the trail will become 1,000 feet long. The trail has become, as hoped, a beautiful planting to tease one's senses. More importantly, this trail has become a corridor for wildlife, nesting birds, and a habitat for pollinators and small animals. This project is spearheaded by Sarah Cowley, who delights with how the public has embraced this space to enjoy, to photograph, and observe the ever-changing transformation of the landscape.
Hello, my name is Jim Richards, and I'm very honored to have been nominated for a DEAC Environmental Award. I understand the nomination was based on a number of factors. My role as founder and leader of the group that eventually saved Oshawa Second Marsh from development back in the 1960s through the 80s, and I was the executive director of the Friends of Second Marsh then from the late 1960s until I retired in 1997. I also negotiated with my employer at the time, General Motors of Canada, in the late 1980s to set aside half of the property they had acquired for their new office building between Second Marsh and Darlington Park. They did so, and as a result, I was appointed manager of the newly found McLaughlin Bay Wildlife Reserve, a position I held from 1990 through 2006 when I retired. In 1974, I co-authored a book, Birds of the Oshawa Lake Skugog Region, with my dear friend Ron Tozer. And in 2015, I pulled together a team of Arctic biologists and researchers to write a monumental 2-volume set called Birds of Nunavut, published by the University of British Columbia in 2018. As the lead author and editor, I was very proud and pleased with this joint project. Thank you.
The Hissing Folly is a project in partnership with the Visual Arts Centre of Clarington, the Central Lake Ontario Conservation Authority, and Thixon's Woods Land Trust to examine the critical issue of invasive Phragmites, or European common reed, often deemed the most invasive species in Canada. A 15-foot tall thatched pyramid was built from over 200 bundles of this material collected by community volunteers who helped clear 1.5 densely packed acres of biologically sensitive marshland. And so it was through community participation and exhibition that we tried to bring greater visibility to this critical issue. And since then, the project has grown outward in the form of an exhibition catalog, a short film, symposium talks, an article in Antenna, the Journal of Nature and Visual Culture, and will be the subject of Botanical Speculations, a speaker series hosted by the School of Art Institute in Chicago.
I would now like to introduce the members of the DEAC Awards Subcommittee, Brian Shipp, Keiko Louie, and Richard Dickinson. Together, we will be introducing the award categories and announcing the winners this evening. And now for the most exciting part of the evening. The first category this evening is the George A. Scott Stewardship Award. This award is presented for the maintenance, protection, or preservation of the natural environment. George A. Scott was a conservationist, botanist, and ornithologist with an interest in all of nature. He took on the task of cataloging the plants of many natural areas in Oshawa and Whitby, including Thixon Woods, Oshawa Harbor, Pump House Marsh, and many others. His extensive plant collection was given to the Royal Ontario Museum. In 1996, he was awarded a Conservation Award by Pickering Naturalists and received honorary lifetime membership from Friends of the Second Marsh. The recipient of the George A. Scott Stewardship Award is Friends of Beaverton Park, represented by Sarah Cowley for their community-minded creation of the Beaverton Blossom Trail. Congratulations. The next category is the Dr. J. Murray Spears Restoration Award for the restoration of the natural environment. Dr. Spears taught zoology at the University of Toronto and was the author of numerous birding guides. He was a founder of the Federation of Ontario Naturalists and several birding clubs. Dr. Spears was named a distinguished ornithologist by the Ontario Field Ornithologists, was recognized with a Lifetime Achievement Award from the City of Pickering, and received the Order of Canada. The recipient of the 2021 Dr. J. Murray Spears Restoration Award is Keith State Gardner for his reforestation initiative on 152 acres of cattle pasture.
Hello, I'm Richard Dickinson. The next category is the Irene Koch Environmental Awareness Award for fostering effective communication, sharing knowledge, and exhibiting leadership in helping others learn about the environment. Irene was a dedicated environmentalist who worked under the banner of the Nuclear Awareness Project and the Durham Nuclear Awareness. She was also active in the Uxbridge Conservation Association and was a founding member of the Durham Environmental Network. The recipient of the 2021 Irene Koch Environmental Awareness Award is Sailwind Sustainability Project for the development of a condominium community incorporating their guiding principles of environmental stability. Congratulations. The next category is Eric Krause Innovation Award for forward thinking and in innovative efforts to encourage positive change through plans, policies, or initiatives related to enhancing the environment. Eric Krause was a dedicated environmentalist. In 1997, he completed his MA dissertation on ecological footprints, climate change, and sustainable development. He promoted ecological footprints, developed an associated website, and worked to incorporate key concepts into educational materials. The recipient of the 2021 Eric Krause Innovation Award is Podium Development's Building Capital, Ironwood Community for the sustainable restoration of an 11-acre site and the incorporation of natural features into a low-density residential development. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Keiko Louie, and I'll be presenting the next award, the Jessica Markland Partnership Award for cooperative efforts of those who strive to enhance the environment by building partnerships with public, community, and private interests. A Durham Region activist, environmentalist, and writer, Jessica Markland was known for her work as a political watchdog and her commitments to a number of causes like the establishment of DEAC. The recipient of the 2021 Jessica Markland Partnership Award is Oshawa Power and Utilities Corporation for their collaboration with the Zoo Share Biogas Cooperative for their supportive efforts to enhance the environment by building partnerships with public, community, and private interests. Congratulations. The next award is the Evelyn Stroud Lifetime Achievement Award for individuals with continued dedication of protecting the environment. Evelyn Stroud worked diligently to make her community a better place. She was a regular fixture at local council meetings where she was a well-informed observer and frequent participant. In 1992, she received an award from the municipality of Clarington in recognition of her efforts on behalf of the environment. The recipient of the 2021 Evelyn Stroud Lifetime Achievement Award is Jim Richards for his contributions to the environment as founder of the Friends of Second Marsh and for his involvement in the creation of the McLaughlin Bay Wildlife Reserve. Congratulations.
Thank you, Keiko. Good evening, everyone. My name is Brian Shipp, and I'm presenting the Lois James Leadership Award, which is the last award of the evening. The Lois James Leadership Award recognizes elementary or secondary school students for their contribution to the protection of Durham's environment. Lois James, known as the Mother of the Rouge, was a champion and longtime defender of the Rouge Valley and helped create the Rouge Park, Canada's first urban national park. James was a founder of Save the Rouge Valley System in 1975 and was actively involved in the preservation of the only viable wilderness watershed remaining in the Toronto area. Her tireless efforts for half a century have helped perpetuate the urban wilderness experience for millions of people for generations to come. She was awarded the Order of Canada in 2003. The recipients of the 2021 Lois James Leadership Award are Kyla Jane Ritchie for promoting the importance of battery recycling, and to Charlize Harper and Alexis Brown for their Earth Day community cleanup. Congratulations to all three of you. In future years, the committee looks forward to receiving nominations for an 8th award, the John G. Goodwin Sustainable School Award, which will recognize one elementary and one secondary school that has gone above and beyond to make a positive impact on the environment through student education and/or stewardship.
Congratulations to all the award recipients and the nominees for the 2021 Durham Environmental Achievement Awards. We would like to once again thank you for supporting the awards program by submitting nominations and letters of support and coming out tonight to recognize award nominees and recipients. Regional staff will be in touch with all awards recipients and nominees in the coming days to confirm mailing addresses to ensure that the awards and certificates of recognition are mailed to the correct addresses. We will now open the floor for any questions. Please feel free to submit any questions you have using the chat function on your screen.
We will give folks a few minutes to submit their questions. The first question has come in and it asks, when will results be posted on the website? We will endeavor to have everything posted on the website before the end of this week, and we will also have this recording posted online.
And we have a comment here from Sarah saying, hi, Richard. She's there in Quebec City watching the DEAC Awards, and how wonderful Friends of Beaverton's Park to receive credit for their and naturalizing the civic space in Beaverton.
Thank you for your comment, Sarah. Enjoy your trip, and we'll see you when you get back.
We will give folks a few more moments to submit any questions. A question that has just been submitted asks, what do the awards consist of, and will any civic politicians meet with recipients? So in previous years, I can help answer part of this question. In previous years, the Durham Environmental Achievement Awards have been a public event where recipients do get to meet with the Honorable Chair of Durham Region and other mayors and councillors who are attending the event. However, because of the nature of a virtual event, we will not be having any in-person component this time around, but the awards will be mailed out to the recipients, and essentially they are a physical award that will be sent via mail.
We have a comment from Janet congratulating all the nominees for all of their inspiring work that they've done. Yes, congratulations, everybody. It looks like there was a question that was added as part of the name, if whether or not the ceremony was recorded, because they are a teacher and they'd like to share it. I believe the event is being recorded.
That's correct. Yes, it is being recorded, and we will have the recording up on the region's YouTube page imminently. Another comment was just submitted congratulating Jim Richards for his lifetime commitment to the Oshawa and Durham environment. You have been an inspiration to many for years.
We have a comment here thanking the City of Pickering for its leadership in establishing native plant gardens involving communities and corporate partners in promoting sustainable natural park areas.
We have a question here asking when are the next nominations due, and that will be for next year's awards. We will have that information available on the website closer to, I would presume, sometime next spring or fall, but we will confirm that once we have the program plan in place for next year's awards.
We have another congratulatory remark from Sailwinds, congratulating everybody. Thank you, Allison. And a question about whether or not there are volunteers needed for DEAC. Perhaps Anissa might answer that question.
Typically, DEAC is consists of volunteer citizen members. There are currently no openings on DEAC. However, you are welcome to submit an application to us, and we will evaluate. And once there is an opening available, we will be happy to contact you. There's also a comment from Councillor Ron Hooper of Clarington, congratulating all the award winners and especially to Jim Richards on his dedication, and also thanking the committee and to all the nominees.
And we have a question here. Will there be a press release to local media announcing the award recipient? So tomorrow there will be a news release on the region's website outlining who the recipients are for all the different awards. And perhaps that information might get shared throughout different local media sources. Okay, well, thank you very much, everybody. Gwen, I will pass it off to you for the closing remarks.
Thank you. I would also like to thank Anissa and Carla, Anissa Luckman and Carla Acosta, who were our region liaisons and our behind-the-scene directors for our first virtual awards ceremony. Thank you. And we've had a few glitches, but we got to celebrate our winners, and that's the main thing. I'd like to thank everyone once again for joining us tonight. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you and have a good night.